Hey everyone, I'm here with Shades at Night.
That's me.
And Dukealoops1993. Sadly, we're not talking about Doctor Who.
That's also me. Wait, what?
I lied to get him here. I said, Duke, we're going to totally talk about the...
table, I flip it right now.
I told Duke, hey, we're going to totally talk about the Curse of Peladon. It's going to be awesome.
That's why I'm here. Dude, I had an hour's worth of notes talking about the amazing, totally not nightmare fuel that is Alpha Centauri. Look it up, folks. Look it up.
And then we were also going to talk about the Candyman. Not the Tony Todd movie, the Sylvester McCoy episode that literally made me go, ugh.
To be fair, that episode would be a lot more enjoyable if the Candyman shot out bees randomly.
And
anyway, we're not here to discuss Doctor Who.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're not here to do that. Okay.
Yeah, we're here to talk about the Justice League film that has now been given a release date of somewhere in the far-off future of 2015.
I'm pretty sure by the time it finally happens, Captain Picard's gonna crash the ship into it.
More or less.
I'm lost.
Yeah. So,
Star Trek ship flying into. God damn it.
So, right off the bat, what do you guys think of this news so far? And what do you think of a Justice League film so far?
Well, if you don't mind, I'll quickly start off. I am excited for the notion of there being a Justice League movie. The problem is that there have been Justice League movies that have been quote-unquote officially announced in the past. Even one that had an entire cast and actors in fight training, and this was a George Miller film, and then something happened with the Australian government not giving them the proper funding, and it done. I'd like to think that it could happen, but the problem is that it's going to be released in 2015 is the year that it's looking that they want to do it for, and apparently that's also the same year that Marvel are planning Avengers 2, and I don't think it's right to try and be in competition with Avengers. I think part of the problem was that Warner Brothers saw Marvel make all this money and find all this success with Avengers, and I think DC kind of realized that they missed their opportunity, and I think they saw that could have been them. So I think this is their rebuttal to that, and I don't know if it'll be anywhere near as successful, because Avengers had, like 4 or 5 movies leading up to it, or 6 movies actually leading up to it, and I don't think they're going to be building Justice League thing. Like, I don't think it's going to be Henry Cavill, and I don't think it's going to be Ryan Reynolds in the movie or anything like that. So I don't know.
With me, if it ever happens, a lot of us would see it regardless. But the thing is, they're not doing it the right way. Like Shade said, they need to have kind of a plan. Well, maybe. I mean, well, we didn't. Maybe they could possibly pull it off, but the thing is, I think you need to. Some people who don't actually know the Flash's origin or Wonder Woman, so trying to explain all that and also trying to make a movie happen might be hard.
Yeah. The other thing.
It could probably be done, but I don't know. I don't think they have the competent tools right now.
Yeah, you see, the other thing is, that's another thing a lot of people are making arguments about, is that you could do this movie without origin films, because a lot of people just know these characters. And, you see, there's a difference between knowing them and knowing their whole story. I mean, yeah, you know their names and powers, but the problem is you don't know their backstory or how they got it, and you don't know how they function as a character.
I am cool with them not doing origin films for Superman and Batman beforehand.
There's no need at this point for them, no.
Yeah, but I really feel like characters like Wonder Woman, I mean, Wonder Woman is going to be introduced to a whole new generation that didn't watch the show back in the 70s, and characters like The Flash, or I guess Green Lantern just had a movie, but apparently not a whole lot of people really saw that. So I mean, it's
why do you have to stab it, Wood? I'm sorry.
So I don't know. I feel like they do need some sort of origin films for a bunch of these characters, with the exception of Batman and Superman.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting an origin movie for Superman here, so who knows?
Yes, with him in Deadliest Catch.
Him meeting Aquaman.
That's the other thing, like, we don't know, it's probably going to be the seven we all know, excluding, you know, we might get Cyborg, but I'd prefer Martian Manhunter.
I'd prefer...
I haven't been on this, I'm still perplexed by why we're pushing Cyborg so hard. No one's given me a reason at all. Not even the obvious, because they want a black guy. No one's even saying that. They're like, he's a character that deserves it. Why?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Now, if they were announced a Teen Titans film, I would have been like, yeah, put Cyborg in there, but Justice... Yeah, I'd been all for a Teen Titans film, if he was in it.
Well, say if they actually did that, I'd accept it. It's just that, why DC's pushing him so much right now?
Yeah. And
they're not giving him a series, so I don't know how much faith they're really having in pushing him.
I feel like DC want another character to be a success, and this is DC's big mentality recently. Like, and I spoke about I did a review of the pilot for Arrow where I said this is DC's big chance to make another superhero kind of well known outside of comics. And the thing with Cyborg is that I think they're trying to shove Cyborg down everyone's throats. Because, not to keep on harping on the competition with Marvel, but Marvel have made new stars out of a bunch of characters recently. And I think DC, it's been a while since they've really done that. So I think they're trying to say, like, look how big, we've made Cyborg in the past few years.
Yeah. And weirdly enough, they're also trying to do that with Vandal Savage for some reason.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are they?
Well, like for a short time after Justice League Doom, I saw him in a lot of comics in the DC reboot. I shouldn't even call it a reboot anymore. I just say DC Comics.
I didn't read.
He was in Demon Knights, but what else was he in?
He was in a DC Comics Presents, and I think he was also in a little story arc in iVampire.
So, in absolutely nothing that anyone knows of. Okay.
Hey, give me...
I thought you meant you showed up in Justice League or something.
Well, I mean,
it's just all the creators going, no one's using him, so we're gonna use him.
Well, here's the thing, whenever they mention him, they pimp out his name, Vandal Savage, the most savage character in the DC universe.
By name.
He's so savage.
Yeah. So...
Sunday! Sorry.
Yeah. So... I just don't know, and I really don't care. It's because, right from the get-go, it's just WB making a cash grab, and, you see, the other thing is, I don't know if they have any feel for these characters. I mean, even there are we know for a fact there are movies with even Superman and Batman that are you don't get these characters at all, so how can you do that with 7 or even more so characters?
Well, I mean... that hasn't been the case with Batman for a while, but with the thing with Superman, I think, because with Superman Returns and with Smallville, I mean, I'm not sure if you can entirely blame Warner Brothers for those. And I think everyone really thought that Superman Returns was going to be a success. I mean, if you watch that documentary that's in the big anthology box set of the films, what's it called? Up
in the Sky. I remember watching that, on A&E or something before.
I think it was called Up, Up, and Away.
Yeah, exactly. That's what.
Or It's a Bird, It's a Plane, or something. But anyway,
it's something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Look Up in the Sky, I think.
Look Up in the Sky. That's what it was. Yeah. So, yeah, it was. So it kind of ends with this big sense of hope that Superman has returned to the big screen, and I'm someone who actually quite likes Superman Returns. I know I'm in the minority now, but when that movie first came out, I mean, it got very positive reviews. And, You know, if you look at its score on Rotten Tomatoes, I mean, it's still a very positively reviewed film, and even though it didn't make the sort of money that they had hoped, it still made like $300 million. And so I don't think Superman Returns was misguided in that Bryan Singer made the film that he wanted to make, and like the exact film he wanted to make, a love letter to Richard Donner. And I don't think Warner Brothers. I thought that was a good idea, and I don't think that I can't blame them for that. And I don't blame them for Smallville either, but I do think the Man of Steel looks really good, so yeah.
You see that with Superman Returns, I have like I didn't like it to begin with, but then I've kind of grown a new appreciation for it. I mean, I'll admit that it's not a great film by any standards, but I'll still look at it and go, it's not as bad as I thought it was.
There's just problems that cause Superman Returns for me personally that make me from loving it. That's it.
Yeah. The other thing is like the other thing is like if you're going to bring in these characters, we don't even know if it's going to be the original 7. And when I use that term lightly, I mean it could be Superman, Batman. Then it could be other characters.
Justice League Detroit.
Yes, it could be. For all we know, they could have Vibe and Catwoman in there.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, that's a great joke. Sad part is when they say they want Catwoman, they'll be like, get Halle Berry on the line.
Oh, God. But you see, that's the thing. Like, we don't know. Okay, yes, Superman and Batman's a given, but we don't know if they'll actually use Green Lantern, or for all we know, there's actually a Lobo movie supposed to be in production right now, and for all we know.
Hasn't that been in production since, like, 1999?
Well, now they're, like, gung-ho about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll probably still go nowhere, but that's cute.
Yeah, for all we know, they could have Jonah Hex in this film, because he was in the movie.
Josh Brolin, we decided to give you a second chance.
I don't want it.
I thought Josh Brolin was great in that movie.
Josh Brolin definitely got the character good.
Yeah.
It's just that he had to be in a movie that did not support how good that you could make that character look.
Yeah.
Like, that movie...
Also, it doesn't help that it's 75 minutes.
Yeah. That movie has, like, a really good cast, and Megan Fox. But, like,
I love it.
You got, like, Brolin and Fassbender and Malkovich. Like, what a great cast.
Yeah. I look at the Lone Ranger trailer and I'm like, why couldn't Jonah Hex be like this?
Funny thing is,
we don't know. Before we go ahead of ourselves, we don't know what that movie's going.
Yeah, true.
Because
I looked at
because I tend to make a sign of a movie if they're not going to give top billing to the guy playing the title character. That's kind of a worry sign because Batman and Robin did that.
But like, I actually looked at the Lone Ranger trailer and I had flashbacks to Jonah Hex. So
yeah, true. Oh, sorry, Duke.
No, sorry. I was like, that came to me too, kind of.
Yeah. Well, yeah, maybe I might have been getting ahead of myself. I was just kind of hoping because I really want like a fun, like a good action, Western action with superhero stuff.
I want
with our luck, not only will it be Jonah Hex, it'll be the future traveling Jonah Hex.
Those comics were odd in themselves.
Josh Brolin basically Josh Brolin is dressed up like Jonah Hex, but he robbed the prop department of Men in Black 3.
Yeah. Now, do you think this movie is impossible?
No, not at all. I think it's very possible, and if anything, I feel like this time it really feels like it's kind of gonna happen. But just in my opinion, like, I think with before Avengers came out, if someone said they're going to be making a Justice League movie, I would have been like, okay, I'll believe it when I see it. And I still have that mentality now, but I'm slightly leaning more towards, okay, this actually really could happen now. And here's the thing, I don't want to be negative on this movie because I do want to see a Justice League movie, but I just think that the way they're going about it is quite misguided.
Yeah,
Sounds about right.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, they're just like, I'd really like someone to come in and be like, okay, I have this plan for Justice League, and not make it like a cash grab. Even though that'll never happen in Hollywood today.
Well, I mean, not all Hollywood films are cash grab films, but
Yeah, I mean, like with something like Justice League, when you have something like Avengers to follow.
yeah, well, and don't get me wrong, I think Avengers is a fantastic film, but I don't know, I feel like people loved it so much because it was, no one expected that they would ever see this, so part of it is that it's a big kind of novelty to see it, and I don't think that Avengers is just a novelty, but that's kind of part of the reason, like, people just, like, fell over and were in love. And that's not me insulting the film at all, because I think the film's great, but I don't know, I think that's part of the thing with the Justice League, is that it's a novelty, seeing Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman and whoever they choose to be on the team in a film together.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, there's so much against this film. I'm not saying this is a bad idea. We're not saying Avengers is bad. It's just we've seen this song and dance before, and I really don't want to fall for it again.
I'll be like, okay, as soon as I see you filming something with someone in a costume that's not a stupid-ass cameo to the Big Bang Theory,
Yeah.
I will fully be on board with kind of being excited for it.
Yeah. Going ahead, because like we were talking about before we started recording, that there hasn't been a director or anything announced, or writers or anything, or producers, but I mean, for all we know, they could be in talks with people, but you know, not everything is reported on the internet straight away. But I mean, they could be in talks with people, and I mean, the thing is, especially just with the internet today, I mean, you know, I don't know who came up with the rumor about Ben Affleck being approached, but he came.
Casey Affleck did, totally.
But like, you know, he came out and said, no, I haven't spoken to anyone. And so, yeah, I don't know. I'm very reluctant when I hear news like that, because there's no truth to that. It's like when people were saying, Christopher Nolan wanted, you know, DiCaprio to play the Riddler, and Warner Brothers said no, so we went with Bane. I'm like, where did that come from? Oh, the interwebs.
They totally wanted an egghead, didn't you hear?
Yeah. Apparently, and I saw this online not too long ago, this was actually a rumor, or a fan speculation, that Edge, the WWE wrestler, was going to be cast as Egghead in Batman Begins.
That just sounds dumb.
Excellent, Batman!
Edge as Egghead. I approve.
Oh, that's going to be one of our inside memes now.
Edge.
Edgehead.
This part is, he won't shave his hair or wear like an egg-shaped thing. He just calls himself Egghead for no reason.
You could say, Batman, that I'm an egghead.
I'm going to make this day excellent.
This comes in and spears people. He just is Edge from WWE, but
yeah, I'm Egghead. What of it?
Yeah.
I'm the rated R Egghead star.
those with the benefit of flash photography, I'm Egghead. I'm here to fulfill Egghead's destiny.
I want to meet. If I ever have the chance to meet Tom Hardy, I'm making him say that.
It was nice meeting you, Tom Hardy.
Gun to his head. Gun to his head.
It was all part of Ra's al Ghul's destiny, Tom Hardy.
It was all part of Egghead's destiny. Now get me out of here.
But yeah, I don't know, like, we'll just have to wait. It's just one of those, we'll wait around and see. I mean, Marvel has stuff set in stone, whereas Warner Brothers, I think, is just like, yeah, well, we're doing this.
Yeah, it's gonna be better to have strippers in a bar. They're basically acting like that.
Exactly.
Like,
they're acting like Bender from that episode of Futurama where he keeps getting kicked out.
And then
we are a long way away from 2015 right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
and anything could happen. That's the thing.
for all we know, like a brilliant director could be cast. You know, so we're judging it based on what we've heard right now. We might look back on this video. We were so wrong. But I'd like.
No. I'm going to look back on this video and say, "Wow, those guys were so wrong," but I sound so right.
But that sounds so good.
Come on, voice, keep going.
I want to be.
This is for you.
I want to be wrong, and I want this to be a success. I don't like being some kind of negative fanboy that's never, that can't be pleased. I don't like being that guy. So I want this to be a success.
Yeah.
I just am skeptical about it right now.
Yeah, that's the thing, people. If you're watching this, we're not being fanboys. We're just like I said earlier, we've kind of heard this all before, so yeah, we're just like, just show us. Come on.
Yeah, slot. I mean, DC.
Come on!
Yeah. So, I think we've pretty much said everything. Any final words from either of you?
Well,
kumquats, the letter. Oh, you mean words about what we're talking about?
do you guys want to talk about some characters and casting?
Sure, why not? I mean,
no, I'm not good at this at all.
Yeah.
I'll try. I can try if you want to.
Have you got any ideas, Shades?
Well, as far as characters, I mean, apart from the main three, for those who don't know, is Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Like,
What?
Oh?
I thought it was the Phantom, the mayor from Family Guy, and Jeff, who works at my job. Okay, what?
I want the Phantom in the Justice League movie. That would be
Manos would not see it.
Manos doesn't like the Phantom?
Manos hates the Phantom.
I must have words with thee. The character or the film?
I think the character, because one time during comic news, he got on this long rant about the Phantom.
Oh. That's sad. I really like the Phantom. But anyway.
Well, it's not like he's going to make you dislike him now. You're okay.
No.
He lets me like the Green Lantern movie.
Anywho, so, like, I don't know. I'd like to see The Flash. I'd like to see Hal Jordan. And because I'm, like, such a fan of the character, I want to see Green Arrow. But I'm not sure if they'll do it if the show's still going on.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be cool with Hal Jordan or Jon Stewart, because a lot of people... I mean, I'm not the biggest Jon Stewart fan. I mean, it's not... I just don't find the character interesting, because he's always kind of like just this... When you have character... Okay, I'm trying to explain this. When you have characters like Kyle Rayner and Guy Gardner who are very entertaining to watch, and the stuff they create and the dialogue they have... And not to say Jon Stewart is a bad character, I'm just saying he's sometimes not... I mean, I've seen him written well in animated series and comic books, but there are other times where I'm like, yeah, I'd like to pay attention more to Guy and Kyle, and even Hal, more than you.
I've never read anything with Jon Stewart. I just know him from the animated show, and I never really cared for him in that, personally.
Yeah.
And... I know I'm going to get some hate for that, so... Yeah. Bring it on!
They're so just going to retcon Dexter, the Red Lantern Cat, into a Green Lantern to make him the lead.
No, they're going to use Mogo.
Mogo, yes! Is everyone here? A giant planet just hovers above Earth. Yes!
Let me ask you guys this. Would you guys be cool with them... Because obviously Christian Bale won't do it, but if they brought in Cavill and Reynolds, would you guys be okay with that?
Yeah, I mean,
Depends on the tone of the movie.
Yeah, You see, I liked Reynolds as Jordan. I thought he did pretty good. The movie...
Same here.
Yeah, he was a good... I wish he had a stronger script, and I don't hate the movie. I don't like it as much as... After watching it a second time, I kind of see all the flaws, but I don't hate it for it. And I think he would have done really good as in a better movie, and I think he was a good cast for Hal Jordan. And the thing with Henry Cavill, I wouldn't say no, but I'm not saying yes, because we haven't seen the film yet. All we've seen is interviews. So if he does good in Man of Steel, I'd be all for if he says yes to a Justice League film.
You know what's sad? Warner Brothers is hearing this right now, and they're going, so they want the team to be consistent of just Henry Cavill as himself? Okay.
You're making our job easier.
It's like my new Agent of Shades, Andrew Garfield.
well, here's the weird part. Whenever Coolio Vids and I do our Transformers podcasts, we're convinced that everything we say is being listened to by the guys at Transformers Prime, because half the stuff we talked about happened.
There's a mole.
Every once in a while, you need to say something entirely preposterous and see what happens.
I want to see Starscream in a dress, given a lap dance to John Hamm.
Well, something close to that happened in the recent episode. We saw him doing something akin to Gangnam Style.
That's not close at all.
You know what would be funny if they did that and John Hamm shows up as himself. They don't animate him.
Live action John Hamm.
They integrate him in with terrible green screen technology.
He's too sexy to animate.
You know what? They need to make this an SNL sketch now.
Yeah.
Because they love using him when they can.
Yeah, 'cause he's so funny. Like, he's the best guy, best actor that they have hosting the show, in my opinion, in recent time.
And same here. My personal favorite sketch, and many people disagree with me, is the one where he pops up with a saxophone.
Oh my gosh, Sergio, that is so funny.
Sergio.
I thought that was hilarious.
I think
I'm some people who don't get the joke whatsoever, and it's supposed to be awkward.
My favorite sketch with him is not even from SNL. It's from when he did this thing called the greatest television event in history.
Oh, that was great too. One more before we move on. My personal another one I love from SNL where he's like, "Hi, I'm John Hamm. Have you ever been in the bathroom and said, I need a cold cut piece of ham right now? Introducing John Hamm's John Hamm." See, what it is you have your toilet paper roll on this side, but on the other side is a roll of freshly cut deli ham. And remember, if it's really cold, don't wipe your ass with it. I love that one so much.
Yeah. So for moving on, because that was and I'm serious here, this was all kinds of fun. The other characters I'd like to see is outside of the big three are the Flash. I'd really like to see Aquaman and prove to the world that he is not lame.
I'd like to see Aquaman too.
Yeah. For some reason, and you guys might shake your heads at this, and also keep in mind I'm terrible at casting, but I kind of want to see Ryan Gosling as Aquaman. I know he'd never do it, but I think he'd be kind of cool at it.
I'd be fine with Gosling. I think it'd be pretty.
I think he could pull it off. Yeah.
Once again, he is such a huge name that I'm not sure if he would do it, but because unless he's the lead, but I think it'd be good.
Yeah.
Also, guys, right now, according to my Skype, Coolio Vids showed up twice.
Yeah,
his name shows up twice.
I saw Coolio Vids is now online. Coolio Vids is now offline. In a matter of 2 seconds. So.
I had 2 Coolio Vids is online in a row, on top of each other, and I screenshotted it.
Nice.
Anyway, sorry.
Speaking of John Hamm, I want to see him as Batman.
I think he'd be cool. There was this fan cast of him as Superman. I know he said he wouldn't do it, but I'd be curious to see if he would be an interesting Superman.
I think he would do it. But the thing is, I think he's just kind of... To me, he's too old-looking for Superman. And not that he looks old. Gosh, I wish I looked like John Hamm. But, I just feel like he looks like... to me, Superman is someone that should look I don't know. You shouldn't be able to tell his age by looking at him, in my opinion. Actually, no, that's wrong. Because I wonder if he's 7 years old.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I look at Superman, I go, yeah, that actor's 40.
Yeah.
I just feel like there's something wrong.
Yeah. Actually, I had another cast, and this is for Wonder Woman. Rose McGowan.
I don't know who that is.
She was in. She was in the Conan the Barbarian.
She was one of the sisters from Charmed.
Well, hang on.
I'm looking at her right now. Yeah.
Well, the thing is that she was originally going to be in another comic book movie, Red Sonja, or whatever you say. She was. She actually. Red Sonja, but she at a Comic-Con interview, she literally worked out to the point where she was actually bigger than the guy interviewing him. And I'm sorry for the background noise, but the thing is that she had worked out so much. I mean, she actually learned sword training, horseback riding, and she literally commits to these female roles. And I think she would be a very good... I think she'd be an interesting pick. But that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, let's keep talking about Wonder Woman, because there's a whole lot of people that have been rumored in the past. I mean, she's at the moment, but the actress who plays Sif, Jamie Alexandra, is that her name?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, that's her name. Jamie Alexander. I've always thought that she would be a decent Wonder Woman. I mean, she's, like I said, she's in the Thor continuity at the moment, but I'd like her as Wonder Woman.
I think she'd be good.
There was, Joss Whedon wanted to cast Kobe Smulders back when he was doing that film.
Yeah. I bet WB is I can just imagine Josh Whedon standing outside WB and be like, hey, remember that Wonder Woman film? Yeah, that's not gonna happen anymore. I got Avengers now.
Yeah, I'm
Hey, you know those things you kept pretending? Well, look what I have behind me, a giant pile of Avengers money!
Exactly.
No, better yet, he'd be actually be standing outside of Fox for that.
Hey, Fox, what do you mean you still have the rights to Firefly? Damn it!
Hey, remember my X-Men script? Neither do I!
I unfortunately wrote that terrible Toad line!
It just doesn't work out of context. Screw you all.
Whatever. I still have that epic, astonishing X-Men run.
Exactly. But
was it Joss Whedon do that to random people? Hey, I'm Joss Whedon. I made Dr. Horrible.
Hey, I'm Josh Whedon. I made Dollhouse.
What do you mean you don't care?
I'm Joss Whedon, and I directed an episode of Glee.
a bunch of high school girls surround him. See, I know my audience.
Wait, did he really direct an episode of Glee? I'd watch that.
Yeah, Neil Patrick Harris is in it.
Okay, I'm in.
Singing what?
Dream On by Aerosmith.
Oh, now I have to see that too.
Exactly.
Damn it.
But to go back to what I was originally saying, he wanted to cast Kobe Smulders as Wonder Woman, so then he cast her in Avengers. I think she would be quite a good Wonder Woman. I like her a lot.
Yeah, she sounds familiar. Has she been in anything I've seen?
Yeah, she was Maria Hill in Avengers.
Oh, duh. You see,
have you seen How I Met Your Mother at all?
Yeah, it just hit me. I just oh yeah, it's the same person. Never mind. Sorry. Yeah, actually.
Yeah, she technically was Robin. Does that count? No, I'm kidding.
What about which Flash would you want, Wally West or Barry Allen? I personally would like Barry. If Dan were here, he'd shoot me.
I like Wally.
Thing is, I don't think it really matters.
I want Michael Rosenbaum to play Wally. Yes. That is my.
Well, he'd be able to wear hair, I guess. Well, maybe
He has hair.
I kind of like the idea of.
Sorry, I always think back of this awful horror movie he was in called Cursed, where he's obviously wearing a wig.
Oh, really?
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, it's a Wes Craven movie, and every time, first off, when he finally gets picked off in the movie, I always go, "Damn you, Superman!"
Clark.
but yeah, sorry, that's always in my mind.
My pick for Flash, and I've said him for Daredevil, but I'm more for him for Flash is Chris Pine.
I think Pine could work. Yeah, he could definitely pull off, because I think you need to be able to pull off funny one-liners, be the comic relief at times. I think he could pull that off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's this thing with Chris Pine that I think would be really good as well. And I wonder if maybe he is kind of only a leading man kind of actor now, but I guess he's in a team movie in Star Trek, but like I said, he's the lead. So I'm not sure if he'd settle for Flash. If this is back to the problem we were originally talking about, that his hasn't been defined in a movie yet, so I don't know how much time we would spend with characters like Flash and Green Lantern.
God damn it, Kirk!
Well, you finally saw the photo?
Yes, you son of a bitch.
Oh.
You have to remind me he's in that movie too.
Oh, damn it.
Rosenbaum in a woman wig. I wanted to play Wally West. That's the moral of the story.
I wanted to play Wally West. Make it happen.
Yeah.
Oh, you bastard.
I don't know, that... Okay, Aquaman, and the only two, I'm having, Green Lantern, Flash, and the big three, that's a given. The other two are always up for grabs. It's always, the set, I'd really like, Martian Manhunter, all, for, voice acting, I'd say either, Doug Jones or Tony Todd.
Couldn't we just bring back Phil Morris?
That could work, too.
Please, I like him.
I'd be cool with that as well. I liked him.
Yeah, Phil Morris would... Okay. I was just saying,
He would protest that he'd be in it. He loves that character.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know, it could be any character for, because Aquaman, it's a may or may not, but for the other ones, it's 5 of them, yeah, you have to have them if you're going to do a Justice League movie, but those other 2 could be anybody.
His hair is on fire! Firestorm!
Look at this douche!
Look at this douche.
For all we know, it could
They didn't have to make Green Lantern that squirrel chipmunk thing they had in that special attack.
And have the Master Banjo.
The Banjo. Yeah, honestly, I think if they could maybe make, if we're sticking with 7, as much as I would like to see Manhunter there, and I guess he can qualify as the one not that many people know, I think picking definitely a B-list character for that 7 spot would work.
I would be okay with the Atom. I just really like the Atom, but that's
I could see him working. I like the Atom too, but
I like Black Canary.
Oh, well, I don't know why, but I think we need Green Arrow if we want Black Canary.
Yeah.
No, I agree, but the thing is, I want Green Arrow as well.
Yeah. I actually would like Red Tornado.
One of my agents. Coming soon, everybody. The Agents of Shades.
Coming soon to a theater near you, as long as you have one.
Yeah, but just quickly, the person I would like to see play Black Canary is Yvonne Strahovski from Chuck, and now from Dexter. I really, really like her, and she needs to play a superhero soon.
I was going to say Trisha Halford, but...
I don't know who that is. Let me see.
The hot blonde chick from Battlestar.
I still don't know who that is.
She was in Bionic Woman. Never mind.
I still don't know who that is.
Don't use a source that someone would know, damn it.
What's her name? Trisha what?
Trisha Halford.
He finds the most awkward pictures.
knowing Shade's luck, that'd be the case.
Oh, now it's... Wait, this can't be her. Wait, what's her name?
Trisha Helfer. You know what? Show us where the weird-ass pictures you're currently come across, because my curiosity's been piqued.
I was finding, like, these really, like, these teenagers, and I'm like, what the hell's this?
Don't look at us like that at all, buddy.
That was totally your fault.
Yeah, we ain't going in on your weird discovery.
Hey, hold on now.
I'm sorry. It was all Coolio's fault.
Yeah.
So, what about villains? I don't want to say Darkseid. That's the...
Vandal Savage! No, I'm kidding.
I have the weirdest idea. If it wasn't done in Avengers, and it wouldn't look... And it would probably look like a ripoff if they did it in Justice League, I would have said something akin to Grant Morrison's first story arc in Justice League with the White Martians.
What about Starro? Could we do Starro?
Why was I not thinking of Starro? Yes, Starro would be good. I would definitely like something like that would bring them together. Like that's like I don't want to say Darkseid. Like save him for another film or don't do him at all. That's the
At the end of the film, he can turn around.
Okay, Shades. I got the image search of Trisha Helfer. I can't find out which scantily clad picture to show you, so I'm just going to send you the entire search.
I found her.
Well, I'm sending it anyway.
But I know the photos that you mean.
Too bad.
No, I'm kidding. You found them. Yes. Anyway. I better take them off, otherwise I'll be distracted the entire night.
The thing with I think you could save him for the very end of the first movie and have him turn around and smile at the camera.
Have Starro smile at the camera?
No, Darkseid.
Oh, okay.
Man,
I was in a different world because of Trisha Helfer. Sorry.
The music is just like dun, dun, boom. You know.
No. It's very anticlimactic music. Like when he turns around, you get like, "It's raining men, hallelujah."
Like something that just pulls you out of it.
A bunch of coconuts. The most inappropriate thing.
Papa, bow, bow, giddy up.
It's like it starts playing a Mentos theme when he smiles.
Meow 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 meow. I couldn't do that while laughing.
Diet Coke.
Diet Coke. Chicks dig the car. Wait a minute. Wrong movie reference.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
Yeah, that's when Darkseid smiles. It goes Bing Mentos, and then it just goes to the end.
I'm gonna do
You got out with product placement, and gentlemen. Good.
I'm gonna do a parody.
At least do that with. Do that with
Thanos.
Yes, please.
I will.
But yeah, Starro would just follow the first issue of Justice League, or someone like I would say even like a more even a little more obscure, but be a big threat, like maybe Despero.
How about Dr. Destiny?
All right,
Destiny.
Dr. Destiny.
Or I'm doing my own destiny.
Or Dr. Raj Al Ghul's Destiny.
Dr. Raj. I want him as the villain.
I don't want to say anything right now. I really don't. Also, I don't know why when I'm on Amazon, this is a complete tangent, but there's going to be a DC Showcase Presents Showcase Volume 1.
DC Presents Showcase presents Showcase. Is that really the title?
Yeah. Yeah, because there was a Showcase series. This is the DC show. You know what the Showcase trades are, right? The thick black and white ones?
Yeah.
They're doing one for the Showcase series.
Huh.
That's not necessary information, but I thought it'd be funny to mention.
Indeed, it is good and yet funny information.
Comic news, such comic news about comics that are newsworthy.
Oh, God.
Anyway.
But yeah, just something that is, like, some villain that is big, dramatic, and can be awesome to look at.
I got it, the shark.
No. Or, who else? I'd have to say Vandal Savage. Oh, wait, someone already mentioned that.
Scandal Savage.
Oh, yeah. Scandal
The
Savage.
Secret Six. They fight the entire Secret Six.
That'd actually be kind of badass.
And Gail Simone would get a check.
I am okay with them, like, doing a whole bunch of smaller villains. Like, you know, I don't think it needs to be one big villain. I'm okay with, like, Lex Luthor.
No,
Legion
of Doom of sorts, yeah.
Yeah, why? Yeah, okay, Legion of Doom, like, let's have...
That means I would get Scarecrow in the film. Yeah!
It's just Cillian Murphy. He's not even dressed up.
Yeah.
He's wearing, like, what he was wearing in Tron Legacy. He's got his fake beard on.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
And then we have Solomon Grundy, who's just wants pants. That's the only reason he's part of the Legion of Doom.
See you next cruise day.
Solomon Grundy wants pants too.
I want him. I don't know why, but I want him played by Michael Chiklis.
I agree.
Just to give him a really crappy ass wig. Tell me that's not the most amazing thing you're imagining right now.
I am.
Him in like a really shitty makeup, like in torn up clothes. It's brittle.
He looks like a cosplayer more than an actual character.
And yet he fits in more than Cillian Murphy is right now. Again, I just like the idea of him in a random costume from a completely different movie. Like, I'm not working with Nolan, so I'm just gonna dress up any way I want, and they're not gonna argue.
Like, you guys are lucky to have me, so I'm gonna wear whatever I want.
Yeah, screw you guys. I'm doing what I want. I'm Cillian Murphy. I was in all of the Nolan movies. Suck it.
I was the only villain that could be in all of them. I'm the best.
I am the bad guy.
Cool ass desk.
I am the bad guy. Scarecrow. Yes.
Anyway. Do we have anything? I don't have much to say.
Yeah, me either.
I just want to say real quick, and I don't know if you guys, especially you, Dukealoops.
That was a text.
I was like, am I being teleported into the time portal, Tyler?
Sorry, that's my phone's ringtone.
Anyway.
I don't know if you'll agree with this, and maybe this is the actor a lot, but I think that James Marsden would be an awesome Green Lantern.
I'm seeing it.
Yeah, okay.
And also, I saw the other picture you sent me. Brilliant.
I also have changed my profile picture. So.
To what? I'm changing mine to the one you sent now.
For those who don't know, it's Michael Chiklis with hair. All you need to do is go to Google Images and type in Michael Chiklis hair. And I'm pretty sure see the photos that we mean quite quickly. He kinda looks like, in some pictures, he looks like Kelsey Grammer or something. Like, it's funny.
Yeah. So, I think we've pretty much said our piece on this, other than we'll just have to wait and see.
On that.
Yes.
On that wonderful note.
The picture Kirk had, he looks so afraid.
In conclusion, I want to see the movie and I want it to be good. And I'm excited to see it, but, you know, I don't want to give my hopes up.
Yeah.
Same here. God damn it, Michael Chiklis with hair.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to make coherent words while looking at that.
I know. I'm not on Earth anymore, fellas, I swear. Anyway, I have nothing to say.
Yeah. So, hope you all enjoyed this, and, we're done. Bye.
Bye.